It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Man, it is great to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit full stride. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from New Orleans as the Pelicans go up against the New York Knicks. For New York, this is a team that is reeling a bit. Hoping to start the year strong, they've had trouble communicating on both ends of the floor. Very little cohesion. They're hoping to pull things together tonight to try and turn the tide. So many teams playing at a faster pace nowadays. Tonight, though, Kenny, we see lots of half-court sets.
Yeah, because it takes craft to run an offense in the half court. You just can't run up and down and jack shots up. This is winning time, half-court basketball. And you find the matchups and you exploit them, Ernie.
And you have to remain patient. You know, you have to remember, Ernie, it's chess, not checkers.
What were you better at, chess or checkers?
Checkers.
Have you played chess?
Never.
King me.
That's checkers.
Oh.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
That's chess.
Yeah. It's just checking. Make sure you knew.
Checking, get it?
No.
Checkmate, checking?
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel very stupid. Here's Kevin Harlan.
We're coming at you from beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana, as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. The Knicks swing into this game as part of their continuing road trip. After dropping the first 3 games of the season, they need to turn it around.
And before the season, guys, not much was expected of this group. We heard them saying that they were going to prove the doubters wrong, but so far that has not been the case. It's been a struggle.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis has drawn comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, and it sounds like Dirk is a fan. He says of Porzingis, he's long, athletic, tough. He has touch. He can put it on the floor. He is for real. Kevin?
And Porzingis, DA, a good 3 inches taller than Dirk. He's a very unique talent for sure. Smitty, we're going to watch some exceptional forward play tonight. Makes me think of some of the great front courts in the history of this terrific league.
Yeah, you had Bird, Parrish, Kevin McHale, Duncan, Robinson, Kareem, and Worthy. I also throw in Patrick Ewing and Charles Oakley. They were a tough matchup. When you have 2 guys that play the 4 or 5 and play well off each other, they could be a nightmare.
At that time, that part of the league, they were terrific.
So true.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's New York. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And New York, looking at who they've got. Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. Ntilikina and Lee are in the backcourt. And it's Knox in at the 3.
He's so dangerous when pushing in transition. AD with the size, the athletic ability, the scoring ability. Terrific finish.
Now, here's Cantor. The pass to Knox. Porzingis trying to get free. Knocks down the 3 ball. Knox has got his first 3 points of the game.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Back to Holiday. Lee with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Mirotic. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Mirotic has got his first basket.
Mirotic is not phased at all. Doesn't matter what you're throwing his way. He's going to top it.
Ntilikina passes to Lee. And Porzingis puts up a deep 3. Pelicans pull it in. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
So you know that every game these 2 teams play will be an exciting one.
Mirotic has a wide open look, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Especially for a big man, the spot-up attempt is much easier. Mirotic with plenty of time to set his feet and knock it down.
Now here's Lee. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Porzingis kicks to Ntilikina. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. Taken away by Holiday. Payton finds Holiday. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Courtney Lee.
You know Drew Holiday will shift his pace ever so slightly, just enough to get you to overcommit.
And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he discourages shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
Free throw, good, Holiday.
And you know, Drew Holiday sometimes gets overlooked in the discussion of great point guards, but only because there's so much competition at that position.
Both free throws good from Holiday. You look at this Pelicans offense, Steve, it's a very free-flowing system.
Yes, this team loves to make the extra pass to get an open look. They were 3rd in the league last season in team assists per game. The back cuts they make and the willingness to share the ball are what teams strive for on the offensive end.
And the Knicks miss again. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Payton outside. He kicks to Mirotic. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Knicks trail by 5. Here's Ntilikina, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Porzingis against Davis. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
Now here's Payton. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And Holiday kicks to Payton. Davis, the pass to Moore. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Showing he's not just a perimeter jump shooter. Each one will push for a better shot if he sees an opening.
Passes to Porzingis. But they recover it. Knocks the pass to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
Payton with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside, Davis. Outside, Holiday. 5 to shoot. Tries a 3. That shot off the mark. Good D by Lee. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They trail by 3. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Mirotic. And here comes Moore leading the fast break. The putback, and Holiday is right there.
Nice play by Holiday. Terrific speed in the open court. Defending him, you have to change ends quickly.
Knicks trail by 5. Ntilikina passes to Knox. Here's Ntilikina. Outside, Porzingis. And the Knicks good for 2.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
And the layup's good off the glass. And it's 6 points for Nikola Mirotic. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Pass to Knox. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Payton. The leaner tipped away. Here's Holiday. Porzingis with the block. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Julius Randle's checked in for the Pelicans. Knicks trail by 5. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Payton kicks to Davis. And the layup falls.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Cantor. His last outing, 16 points for him.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And Moore kicks to Davis. Payton up top. Randle outside. Outside Mirotic. 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Knox. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Now here's Payton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From deep, Moore. He doesn't hit that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. There's a real art, isn't there, Steve, to drawing charges? Who are some of the best at doing that you see now on a game-to-game basis?
You know, DeMarcus Cousins stands out because he's a center. You're used to seeing centers block shots.
Right.
But he can get in position and take charges. Draymond Green loves to take charges. Kemba Walker does it from the point guard position. Marcus Smart, Patrick Beverly. Those are some of the names, and the list goes on and on.
And those guys are tough guys, too. They have a toughness, grit factor about them.
Yeah, you got to have that, Kevin, if you're going to bounce your head off the floor.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Timberwolves at Target Center. And here's Moutier. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Clock at 6, and Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his first foul. Hezonja on the wing. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
Miller finds Randle. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. And now a 3-point New Orleans lead.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to Oklahoma City. Payton passes to Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Business-like focus. AD presents a big target on the roll. Bucket.
Now here's Moutier, covered by Payton. It's stolen by Randle. Here's Clark. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
New York's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Trier, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Now here's Payton. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Randle throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Moutier with the ball. Covered by Payton.
Already his second foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. A free throw good from Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
And he makes both free throws. Now Payton. And it's Davis at the elbow. And they double up Davis, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
The former #1 overall pick, Anthony Davis, does a great job of representing this franchise. Makes big plays on both ends of the floor.
Morris checked in for Elfrid Payton. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold.
New Orleans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against Minnesota. It's stolen. Here's Randall. Bucket is good. Randall's got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Moutier. Poked away. Okafor with the steal. To the paint. Here's Randall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Pelicans.
And clearly, this is a squad that makes its living in the paint. Very few teams are as determined to get the ball inside as much as they are. They aren't going to settle for jump shots. They're going to continue to pound it down low.
The first one falls. Smitty, with all the different arenas you've played in and all the cities you've traveled to as a player, which city do you think, looking back, was the hardest to play in for whatever reason?
This is an easy question. Detroit, Michigan, Kevin, because I was raised there and played college basketball. The ticket request going home was definitely hard.
I bet.
Because now you're starting to ask teammates, you're starting to ask everybody for tickets, and I just never had enough.
And it was expensive to buy tickets.
Yes, indeed.
And everyone wanted one.
Everybody. My first game, Kevin, ever back in Detroit, 300 tickets.
Oh.
Glad I had good teammates, though. They helped me.
Here's more. Following the basket by Emmanuel Moutier. Here's Okafor, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Moutier, no good.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Trier, 3-pointer. And that one is off. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Clark for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. 8-point game. Here's Azania. Hits the jumper in space. Hazonya's got his first basket of the night.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
Now here's Moore. He's got 5. Hazonia kicks to Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he knocks down the first one. Burke, he's checked in for Emmanuel Mudiay. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Pelicans leading by 5. Clark finds Okafor. Back to Clark. The pass to Okafor. Banked in off the glass. Okafor's got his second basket.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
Pass to Porzingis. 1 second left. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. And that's 15 points for Porzingis.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the New Orleans Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. Enes Kanter traded to the Knicks in 2017. Said he was thrilled to go and play in New York.
Man, it's just like dream come true. I'm going to New York. Cause like for every player, man, you just want to come to New York. It's a big city, a lot of people, crazy fans. And I mean, of course, the most famous arena in the world. And I was definitely so happy.
That's a great place to play, the Mecca.
And they're hungry for a winner. I think Kanter's willingness to mix it up and challenge opposing teams has endeared him to the fans.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
You know, sometimes gambling gets you in trouble, but in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Vonleh. Hazonia out there with Porzingis. Then there's Trey Burke, and it's Trier in at the 2-guard spot. Diallo, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Now here's Burke. Feeds it to Vonleh with his first shot attempt, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
Here's Clark. Here's Holiday. Knicks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Knicks trail by 3. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Burke can't get it to go.
Nice move inside. Has the defender beat. Just fails to finish.
Holiday, the pass to Diallo. Porzingis with the block. And he recovers it. Miller outside. But they get it back. Inside. Here's Diallo. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Smitty, in the early part of the schedule, teams with good continuity tend to have an edge. Some teams can't form any continuity at any time, early or late in the season.
You love those teams, and sometimes we evaluate too much by talent. And yes, talent can take you over the hump and get you a championship or get you into the playoffs. But when you have that team that's been together, when there's 80–90% of the guys returning, you know this team can get off to a good start, and then also they usually can sustain throughout the entire year.
And the free throw, no good. And it's Burke with the ball for the New York Knicks, trailing by 5. Holiday, the pass to Diallo. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D from Cantor. Here's Trier, guarded by Holiday. Here's Burke. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Holiday kicks to Diallo. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Okafor, the pass to Diallo. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Once he's dialed in, helping to dictate the flow of this game.
Knicks trail by 5. Here's Trier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Burke's got 4 points now in the quarter.
High percentage play, working the ball in close, then the nice move to convert.
Clark kicks to Okafor. Pass to Diallo. The Knicks pull it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Trier, guarded by Holiday. Pass to Burke. Shot clock at 6. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from their mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
Clark. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Clark's got his 2nd basket of the night. Now here's Burke. His last outing, he had 8 points. And Cantor throws it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
The defense looks done right now. No hustle or real desire to get stops.
Holiday finds Mirotic. And the 3 off target. It's intercepted. And Mirotic throws it down.
Mirotic is looking to throw it down when he's near the rim. He can get up quickly.
Knicks trail by 5. And there's the pass to Vonleh. Back to Burke. Here's Trier. Back to Burke. Pulls it from the elbow. The shot that time not on target. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
And Mirotic is no stranger to contact on his shots. Puts just the right amount of touch on it.
Here's Trier. Kicks it to Cantor. To the middle. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The Knicks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Some changes for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Okafor. E'Twaun Moore comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Ian Clark. And then for New York, Lee comes in for Vonleh. And it's Ntilikina in for Burke. Pelicans leading by 4. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
Here's Ntilikina following the basket by Elfrid Payton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The height and quickness of Ntilikina often puts defenders in tough spots. Hard to guard sometimes without fouling.
Smitty, no doubt you had an outstanding jump shot. Talk about the difference in approach when you're a catch-and-shoot guy versus a pull-up off the dribble shooter.
Yeah, catch and shoot is obviously totally different mechanics, Kevin. You're waiting for somebody to pass it. You're obviously getting your mindset to be able to get yourself in position, get your feet right, and obviously shooting the basketball. Pulling up off the dribble, sometimes it tends to what the defense gives you. And that is an art to see guys like Steph and those guys, Kevin Durant and LeBron, who's added that, to being able to be comfortable shooting the basketball off the dribble. That is the hardest part about shooting it, pulling up off the dribble versus catch and shoot.
So as a great shooter, you think that is just, that's the very top, but your admiration is very high for guys that can do that well.
Yeah, because you don't have time to get your feet set and get your mechanics right when the ball is in the air versus having it in your hand.
And the French native has already made an impact. Ntilikina is a young guard who plays with confidence and purpose.
For New Orleans, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
Knicks trail by 6. Here's Ntilikina. Over in the corner, Moutier. 6 on the shot clock. Over Moore. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Payton dishes to Moore. Passes it to Diallo. He kicks to Davis. Here's Payton. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Ntilikina from outside off the mark. And it's Davis with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 4. Here's the floater. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. Here's Mirotic. Good D by Lee. For New York, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Moutier kicks to Ntilikina. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
A welcome sign. Ntilikina has the form and touch. Needs to keep draining these mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Moore. He's got 5. Puts it up for Davis. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Here's Moutier following the basket by Anthony Davis. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Julius Randle's checked in for Shaq Diallo. Here's Cantor. He has 6. Lee outside. Lets it go from 11. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Payton kicks to Davis. Pass to Mirotic. Trying to get open is Randall. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 4 assists now tonight. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Canner. Moutier with the ball. And Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
The shot by Payton, no good. For New York, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Moutier kicks to Lee. And Cantor now top the key. Here's Knox. The shot from the low post is good. Knox has got 7.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky, a consistent 3-and-D veteran.
And, you know, more of a journeyman's career, but I'll tell you what, he's a winner and competes, does those little things, and, boy, he makes some big shots.
Knicks trail by 4. Here's Ntilikina. Over to the left wing. Knox. Good on the 3-point shot. Knox has got 5 points in the quarter. The Pelicans shooting 45% in quarter number 2. Payton passes to Mirotic. To the inside. The Knicks pull it in.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
The Knicks have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. That one drops. He ties it up. Miller's checked in for New Orleans. The Knicks also changing it up. Porzingis is checked in for Cantor. And it's Hezonja in for Lee. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And the Pelicans with possession here. And here is Payton, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The pass to Porzingis. Over Davis. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Moutier. It's taken away by Payton. Here's Davis. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Passes to Hezonja. Here's Knox. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. Ntilikina can't hit.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
Miller. Here's Randall. That's tipped. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Knicks have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And he can't get the first one.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
He hits the second from the line. 1:30 left in the first half of the game. Moore against Porzingis. Down low. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Payton. Payton's got 4 assists in the game.
If the game seems easy for AD, that's because it is. He's taking the time to develop the fundamentals of the game. It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
The Pelicans trail. And Moore kicks to Davis. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
The fans are loving it right now. AD has been incredible tonight.
Porzingis against Davis. Shoots from 14. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
He always has the green light to take those kinds of shots because he is absolutely lethal from there.
Payton kicks to Moore. It's deflected.
And when you can't hold for the last possession, that's what you want to try and do.
Patience and execution. You need both here. We'll see what they run.
Now Porzingis. Here's Ntilikina. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
You know, this is the discipline you need to play with. At this level, number of possessions matters.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 3 block shots, and 1 assist. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, I like the effort on the boards because a game could come down to just a few key possessions, and extra rebounds can give you those extra possessions if you work at it.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
A view from the sky above of this lovely city as we make our return to New Orleans, Louisiana. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Pelicans trail by 4. Moore and Mirotic are the forward pair. Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. And it's Davis at the center position. That's the Pelicans 5. Holiday against Lee. Davis finds Moore. Count the basket. Moore's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pelicans.
I love how Etuan plays the game. He was very consistent in college, and he's brought it to the next level.
Bounce pass, Porzingis. Here's Cantor. Connects on the 9-footer. Cantor's got 8.
The offense was firing on all cylinders, and that's the exact kind of shot they wanted.
Payton passes to Davis. Back to Payton. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 6 assists here tonight.
Unselfish play by Davis. He understands that his scoring can only take this team so far. He needs help from the guys around him.
Pass to Knox. Kicks it to Cantor. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Now here's Lee. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Knox. No good with the triple. It's a close game here in New Orleans. To the paint. Here's Davis. Can't tie it up as that one misses. New York shooting so well, 63%, the offense working as one cohesive unit. And Davis sends it back. And Mirotic kicks to Davis for the tie. More. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Etuan Moore isn't a guy who draws a lot of fouls, but right there, his aggressiveness gets him to the line.
That's good from Moore. Well, Steve, Etuan Moore, a fantastic sharp-shooting wing for this team.
Yes, Moore hasn't always been a big shooter from deep. That part of his game has grown in the last few seasons. But as he's taken more threes, his overall shooting percentage has risen. That's something you just don't see.
And it's tied up with that one.
Etuan Moore gives you the production, but he also gives you the intangible. He plays like an older brother.
There's the dish to Payton. He kicks to Davis, shoots over Cantor, and there's Davis. That's good on the assist from Payton. 16 points for Davis.
A solid beginning to this second half offensively. 3 for 4 from the floor.
And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's Ntilikina, covered by Payton. Ntilikina passes to Knox. Inside. Shots good by Lee. Lee's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Payton finds Mirotic. To the inside. Davis. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
New York calls timeout. Well, you see Mirotic, and at times, Steve, he seems unstoppable, and at other times, he just can't seem to get anything going.
You know, he's one of the streakier players in the entire league. At this point, it's just who he is as a player. Hopefully, that can change.
Trey Burke's checked in for New York. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Davis.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Now, here's Burke. Right side, Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Lee. Over Holiday. Here's Cantor. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Fires it up. No good from Payton.
I'm not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Now Lee following the Porzingis miss from deep. The shot's good from Cantor.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
And Holiday kicks to Moore. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Great to see Mirotic attacking down low, putting that 6'10" frame to use.
There's the pass to Porzingis. Here's Moore. Rebounded by Knox. Knox has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. New Orleans making a switch here. Diallo's checked in. Trier, he's checked in for the Knicks. To the inside. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Payton dishes to Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
AD could have laid that one up, but that's not the statement he just made.
And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Knicks. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Porzingis, count it, and with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Payton kicks to Holiday. Over Lee, and Drew Holiday. The bucket on the assist from Payton. Payton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. For New York, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Burke, the pass to Lee. Here's Trier, guarded by Holiday. Cantor finds Lee. 6 on the shot clock. And Davis sends it back. Outside Mirotic. Here's Diallo, guarded by Porzingis. Here's Davis. Here's Diallo. Here's Mirotic. Drops in the tray. Mirotic has got 19 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Passes it to Cantor. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. Pass to Diallo. From downtown. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Burke. Lets it go from 11. Another shot. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Enes Kanter.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Now, here is Mirotic. 19 points in the game. Here's Payton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Sunday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
That's good from Payton. So for the Pelicans, Randall comes in for Davis, and Miller's subbed in for Mirotic. The Knicks also changing it up. Lonley's checked in for Cantor. Mario Hezonja comes in for Courtney Lee. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Burke. He doesn't get the second one.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Diallo kicks to Randall. And a miss there on the triple. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That will be foul number 5 on him. Knicks trail by 3. Hezonja with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Trier. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Diallo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. Porzingis inside. Here's Azania. Bangs home the trifecta. Azania's got it all tied up now for New York.
Because he's inconsistent from range, the defense dares him to take that shot. Bad gamble there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And now a look at Emmanuel Mudiay here. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
It's stolen by Mudiay. And here we go. Fast break. Mudiay's got it. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. Holiday. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Okafor comes in for Diallo. And Ian Clark subbed in for Drew Holiday. And the Pelicans making a change here. Moore's checked in.
One shot.
Pelicans trail by 3. And here is Payton. He's got 6. Randall outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And it's Mudiay with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. He dishes it to Vonleh. With the floater, and the shot goes in. Vonleh's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Payton looking it over. Moore outside. Over Vonleh. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Moore. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And E'Twaun Moore has always been a solid shooter in the NBA, Greg, and he's continued to grow in that department.
I mean, just look at the career numbers from deep in terms of efficiency. And the last few years, he started to take on more and more volume in terms of the three-point shot. Hasn't changed his percentages, though, at all. And I would give him the green light as much as he wants from beyond.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Pass to Porzingis. Over Randall. Porzingis can't hit. New Orleans gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Moore with the bucket. Moore's got 13 points.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Here's Mudiay. And the pass to Azania. Three-pointer. Randall grabs the board. New Orleans in the lead. Payton right side. Dishes it to Moore. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 9 assists now tonight.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
It's stolen by Randall. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Okafor. And the shot goes in. Now it's a 5-point New Orleans lead.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Mudiay. Passes it to Trier. Now here's Porzingis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. A different look for New York. Knox, he's checked in for Hazanya. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Trier. .109 left in the third quarter. Now Payton. He's got 6. Okafor with the ball. Now defended by Vonleh. Okafor kicks to Miller. From the arc. A second chance effort. Randall passes to Okafor. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. New York trailing. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And that one's on target from the wing. Moutier's got 6 points. Payton outside. Pass to Randall. Over Porzingis. That one wide left. New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Down low. Pass to Ntilikina. Banked in off the glass. He's got 10.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Now here's Payton. Randall right side. To halt the run. And Randall throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. It's a tie game in New Orleans. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
We have to go get it when it goes off the board. We got to have everybody back in there. And we can't watch. We got to pursue the ball now. We got to pursue the ball, all right?
Moments ago, Alvin Gentry asking his guys to be more active, especially on the glass.
Yeah, I think it's just going to take a greater commitment there, guys. They have the skills. Now, though, you need to show the will.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Knox out there with Porzingis. Then there's Vonleh. Then there's Emmanuel Moutier. And it's Ntilikina in at the point guard position. Now, here is Miller. 5 on the clock. Back to Randall. Payton kicks to Moore. Fires the 3. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Moore's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Knicks shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Now here's Vonleh. Covered by Okafor. Here's Moutier. And there are the Knicks with another bucket. Time running low, guys. And somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now, here is Miller. Randall left side. Kicks it to Okafor. Over Vonleh. And Okafor with the basket on the assist from Randall. And it's 8 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
He doesn't need a second invitation. If the D's going to give him that much room, he'll jump at the chance to take the hero shot.
Now, here's Vonleh. Knox. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Some changes for New Orleans. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Okafor. And Mirotic subbed in for Darius Miller. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Knicks. Lee comes in for Emmanuel Moutier. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He does not like the high foul number in this game. He told them, you've got to stop biting on the shot fake. Stop gambling for steals. That's giving them easy points at the line. We'll see how they respond.
That shot is off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Mirotic. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Ntilikina, and right on target, good. And the Knicks lead by 3.
The potential is evident. Once Ntilikina starts knocking that down with consistency, watch out.
Payton dishes to Randall. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Ntilikina. Buries it down low.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the middle, stolen by Cantor. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. Charity stripe shot. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Payton kicks to Moore. And Cantor over to help. Shot, high post, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Davis has got 22.
You always will have this fear when defending AD. He can just rise up and knock it down. He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
Lee against Moore. No good there. Good D by Lee.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Here's Ntilikina. Randall with some nice D. Pelicans trail by 6. And Moore kicks to Randall. The feed to Payton. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Man, both teams scoring at a higher rate here down the stretch.
You know what? It's all about the offense. Decisive and prolific. Fun duel to watch.
Here's Knox. The three-pointer, no good. 3 on 3. Here's Mirotic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 2-point New York lead.
Mirotic does a terrific job fighting off the defense on his way to the rim. He doesn't care who's in the way.
Ntilikina passes to Cantor. Ball's knocked loose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for the matchup with the Sixers, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for New York. Now here's Payton. He's guarded closely. To tie it up. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And it's tied up with that one. And so it's New York with it. Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. To the middle. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
New York calls timeout. And as we see Anthony Davis step into what could be the best years of his career, Smitty, who does he remind you of?
You know, a lot like Kevin Garnett in his prime. The way he can impact both sides of the floor. He's KG with a three-point shot, and he also has a little bit of Hakeem Olajuwon in him.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, trailing by 2. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Payton. Porzingis passes to Vonleh. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Julius Randle picks one up.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Pelicans have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Payton with the ball. Moore outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first one falls. And so Moore nails both of them. New York trailing. It's taken away by Payton. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. And Randle throws it down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back, with an in-your-face stuff. Now here's Payton. Outside, Davis. Payton outside. Back to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a fast break now for New York. And Davis sends it back. Outside Mirotic. Randle. Back to Mirotic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And that one falls for Mirotic.
Nikola Mirotic, a versatile big man and a good shooter. Very skilled for a player of his size.
And New York making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And so Mirotic nails both of them. Knicks trail by 4. And stolen by Payton. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Time now for an injury report. And let's get an update on Enes Kanter's injury. David, what'd you find out there?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Knicks gave us some information. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. That is such a tough blow to take at the early stage of this season. Hopefully, with it being early, he can recover and help this team down the road. Kevin?
Thanks for checking in, DA. Injuries are always tough to deal with, but they're just a fact of life in the NBA.
And he'll have a lot of support as he goes through the recovery process. They want him back as soon as possible.
And we know how much better they'll be as a team when he's out of those street clothes and back in uniform.
And so it's New York with it, following the miss by Anthony Davis. That evens the score. And it's 37 points for Porzingis.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
Here's Davis. Robinson pulls it in.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling. I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Now the pass to Porzingis. 13 feet away. Tries again. Yes, that goes in.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Payton outside. Out to the right wing. Moore finds Payton. Inside. Stolen by Robinson. Passes it to Ntilikina. Porzingis trying to get free. Ntilikina gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 2.
How about the fearlessness in the moment? Ntilikina demonstrating great control and decision-making during these crucial possessions.
Now here's Payton. Releases from 15. That's good. He's 5 for 9. Here's Ntilikina. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And Davis can't get it to go. New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Ntilikina gets the bucket.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, and the rim protection, not there. You expect someone to at least come over and contest.
Now here is Davis. Back to Payton for the 3. The shot, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Knox. That shot off. Excellent D there from Mirotic. Moore with it. He's picked up by Lee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. The Knicks making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Ntilikina. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Ntilikina's got 12 points in just the second half. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Davis against Thomas. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. New York shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Here's Porzingis, and there's another one for the Knicks.
And ball movement is important to any club. Ntilikina making it a priority to share it with his guys.
Payton kicks to Davis. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. Conley's checked in for Thomas. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Porzingis. The 17-footer. Offensive rebound. And here is Payton. Here's Davis. Yes!
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
New York calls timeout. They trail by 1. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Here's Ntilikina. It's to Porzingis. Yes!
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Here's Moore. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Left side Davis. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Fires the 3. Randall. Money!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Patience is the key. Let's see what they come up with here.
Here's Ntilikina. The pass to Porzingis. Over Randall. Ooh, off wide. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Elfrid, first off, congrats on the win. What was the key to getting this one?
Oh, man, we made shots. We did a good job of, just getting to the rim.
Big effort tonight, Elfrid. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.